Hey, what's up guys? It's Chuck. I just wanted to make a quick video today. The garage is a disaster, so don't mind that. But I just want to make a quick video today of me before I cover up this transmission tunnel. I just want to show you how I did it. I'm not saying this is how you got to do it, but if any of you guys are following the build and you're LS swapping your Eclipse the way I'm doing it, this is the way I do it. There's plenty of ways to do it. You can look up somebody else's video if you want, but this has worked great for me in the past. It's nice and strong when you're done with it. Like once you get all the metal welded in, like it's the floor is super strong. So let me take you down here. So that's my obviously transmission tunnel. And but yeah, what I did, I took 1/4 inch round stock. I just went to Lowe's home improvement store and got this 1/4 inch, and I just framed it all out, as you can see. And I'm gonna make this a removable plate in case I ever have to service, if I have to service my my shifter. And this is a Serial 9 shifter, and I'll show you what makes this setup work. Man, I'm embarrassed to show y'all my car is like a collect-all right now. So this shifter right here from Serial 9, sorry, this is really crappy video, but this right here goes on there, and that's what allows this to everything to line up in the factory location. Because you can move this, you can put it up here. If the hole in the floor is off, you can set it here. You can put it, over there. You can swing it around backwards and put it there. Yeah, there's all kind of positions. So that right there made it possible for this setup with the LS engine to work. And this comes out in literally like the factory location. This here sets about like right there, a little bit off center toward the driver's side, because this whole engine transmission sets toward the passenger side about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half to the passenger side. That's just the way the Fox body Mustangs are. So if you're using a Fox body Mustang kit, K-member kit, that's the way it's going to be as well in this car. So it pushes everything over to the toward the passenger side about it like an inch and a half. So yeah, that right there sits there. And then what I do, I take the 16 gauge. I think I got this from Lowe's as well. But this right here is what I got from Lowe's, 16 gauge. So I'm gonna cut this sheet metal into all these little shapes I have here, and like all these little triangles and things. So, and then I made the top nice and flat, so that way, if I wanna like later on, if I wanna mount a like an air conditioner, or well, this car is definitely gonna have heat, 100% gonna have heat. But if I want to put an AC in it later on, I can mount it there, or I can mount it up behind the dash, because there's not really going to be anything behind the dash anyway. And here's an important thing I've learned since the last video. Let me stand back here. I'm gonna get a shot of the car back here. Get down here at the car's level. Like you can see, it's kind of monster trucking right now. The front's actually about a 1/2 inch higher than the back. The back of this car does have like Skunk 2 lowering springs on it. They were on there when I got the car. But here's something that I did not account for, and it might be something for you guys to consider if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. But I discovered that when I set the car on the ground, I was not happy with the ride height. And I'm gonna take this front bump off. Sorry, like I said, I wasn't gonna make a video, but I just decided to before I cover that transmission tunnel up, just to show you guys how I do it. And it's pretty simple. You just need a welder and a grinder and some metal. But here's the fab bot kit too. I'll show you this real quick. Here's the feed line and the bleed line from the fab bot kit that goes down to the hydraulic master cylinder or slave cylinder. Let's see here. There's the engine, and this manifold here, it's not off of a truck or anything. This is actually the Holly. Oh, it's got the name right there. This is a Holly hooker. This is one side of the Holly hooker because I think in one video I told you guys I was gonna run the Holly manifold on this side, but this is just a I decided to go with the turbo out of the hood because I was running out of clearance. I was running out of room because like the radiators, you know, right here, so, and the fans. So I was kind of running out of room to put everything. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be a little different than my other car. I'm gonna bring this turbo out the hood about halfway. The hood's gonna, you know, come about right here. So like that much of it's gonna be sticking out of the hood, which I think it's gonna be okay. I hope it's gonna look okay. But my wife went and bought me a Hot Wheels car, a Hot Wheels Eclipse, and the turbo is actually sticking out of the hood on the Hot Wheels car in the same exact spot as that one. So I'm just gonna use that for an excuse why I took it out of the hood. I just wanted to look like the Hot Wheels car. Not really, but it's the way it ended up. So, I mean, I could put the turbo lower. Definitely could put the turbo lower if I wanted to. Actually, I might do that. I don't know. I might change that up. I'll let you guys know if I do. So back to it. So here's what I discovered. Let me take you guys under the car. I don't know how well you're gonna see this. So the angle on the dangle. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that or not. But my lower, of course, there's a glare. It's like 11 degrees pointed upwards. So here's underneath. There's the clearance. The clearance between the oil pan and the rack is not very much. It's good enough to get by, but that's where that ended up. And I didn't want to buy another oil pan. This is a muscle car oil pan. I forget where I think I got it from Summit Racing, but I think they call it a muscle car oil pan. So that's what I'm using on this car for now. I mean, if it's a problem, I will switch it out. But so what I did, I ordered a set of 2-inch drop spindles to rectify this problem with the angle on the lower A-arm. So I bought a Racecraft 2-inch drop spindle. It works with stock brakes and everything. So that should be here in a couple days. So that'll kind of get this down. I'm trying to get this number here, this 11 degrees. I'm trying to get it down more to like 6, if it's possible. And plus, keep the rad height that I want. So, whether I can do that or not is yet to be seen. But I think that's about it that I need to show you guys before I get back to work. Here it is from this side. I got the gas pedal in the stock location. Let me zoom in on that. See, I got it bolted up there in the stock location. And all that's gonna get covered with that steel right there. So hopefully today, I don't know. I always have a plan, but it never seems to work out great. But yeah, this thing looks awesome, man, with the stock console and everything in it. But if you guys have any questions, put it in the comments. And sorry I didn't let you guys know sooner. I just literally found out yesterday or day before that the angle on the lower A-arm is a problem. So the build just got more expensive if you do it the way I'm doing it. A couple guys I talked to, they have like like a 4-wheel drive Blazer, or not Blazer, like a, well, yeah, Trailblazer or something, or S10. But they're actually gonna cut the body off the car and put on a like a all-wheel drive chassis, which that's fine too. Whatever y'all want to do, whatever floats your boat. Because I think this wheelbase on this car is 99 inches, and the ones that they're gonna put it on is like 100.5, like 100.5. So it's gonna look good. I don't know. I just like using the stock chassis. This is the way I do it. But like I said, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Like I said, this is a GSX model. I already had the rear in it. I'm not caging the car yet. I probably will end up caging the car like a bolt-in cage. I'm not welding the cage in like I did the white one. I just want to keep this just a fun street car that's very comfortable to get in and out of for an old person like myself. And I'm gonna get that's a stock Radiator out of a 420A motor. That's out of a RS car, the stock Radiator. But I mean, I'm curious, you know what I mean? I don't even know if I don't think that would keep an LS cool. But if it did, I would clean this up and make it look fresh and new, and I would use it. But I don't know if it'll if it'll handle 700 horsepower. I don't think it'll keep that cool, even though it's not 700 all the time. It's only 700 when you want it to be, and when you're cruising around, you're not even in boost. So it's like, you know, the engine itself is probably making 400 to the crank because it's a 5.3 with a cam in it, valve springs. So yeah, it's probably making 400 to the crank. And then of course, when I get my VS Racing turbo on there, because I'm gonna switch this turbo. This turbo is just a cheap eBay or like Amazon GT45. I think it's a 69 mil. It's got like a 1.05 AR compressor, or no, yeah, exhaust side. And what else you guys want to see? There's how I attach my K member to the chassis, to the frame, because this Fox body K member, obviously it's made for a Fox body, not a 2G. But yeah, we just took this 2-inch angle, and the way you see it cut right here is I mean, I wasn't gonna leave a big square piece of angle out there, so I cut it in the same contour, the same shape that the K member was in, so it looks nice. Like when that gets all painted and everything, that's gonna look like, you know what I mean? It's gonna look, I ain't gonna say factory, but somewhat factory. Oh, I didn't show this on the previous video neither. So if you come back here in the abyss, this right here is this right here is a heim joint, and I had to modify it because this came with a real fat end, because this is actually a 1-inch heim joint, because this right here is a stock Mustang steering rack that I got from the junkyard. I'm sorry it's so dark, but that's the stock steering rack. It comes up, and then right here was a piece of this stock steering rack had a 1-inch diameter round piece right here. And then this right here is the stock. You can see where it's shiny right here, where it's shiny. That's weld. That's where I ground my weld back down to make it look nice. But that's the stock steering shaft that goes into the car. So what I did, I took the stock Mustang steering shaft, but got a 1-inch 1-inch heim joint, and then I welded the stock shaft